say, I bring another brew. Hey,
7:21 in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, let's talk about health, shall we? Because the way forward for Caribbean One Health is a 3-day workshop. It began on Tuesday, concludes today at the Cape Park Hotel. It's being put on by the University of the West Indies based One Health organization under the theme One Health, One Caribbean, One Love. And here to give us more information on the event, we're joined by Dr. Chandra Degia, a lecturer at the University of the West Indies Mona campus in Jamaica. The celebrity supporter of this event is Basie, or Roshaun Clarke, in case you were wondering who is this fella with the dark shades on so early in the morning, but he's here with us as well. And we also have the project leader of the exercise, Professor Christopher Oura, based at UWI St. Augustine. Very good morning to you all. Good to have you here on the program. So Dr. Degia, how has the dialogue gone so far, and indeed what is the fundamental purpose of this 3-day workshop?
Well, the 3-day workshop is really a culmination of things that has been happening over the past 2 years. Since 2014, we have been working together all across the region, trying to bring different professionals together, veterinarians, medical doctors, physicians, environmental scientists, to get us together to work on difficult health problems like chikungunya, Zika virus, different things that affect us. But our professionals normally work in separate silos, but in the One Health project was really designed for us to come together to bring our professional skill set from across the region to help improve health in the Caribbean.
And basically, if I could ask you, why do you see this as something that you would like to support, that you would add your name to and your voice to?
Well, definitely in Jamaica, I find that a lot of artists focus on just entertainment, but for me, music is a way also to educate people. And when I got the opportunity from the One Health professionals, I jumped at it because in Jamaica I have a show called Listen Me News, where I take the local news, regional news, and I sing it every day, just like you would be presenting the news, but I'm DJing it every day, and it's really allows the kids who wouldn't be engaged with news and current affairs to really be aware of it. So, you know, my passion outside of doing music is to take music and use it as an educational tool.
That would be an interesting one, to do a musical version of the news, a hip hop, the way forward, a Caribbean One Health workshop.
Yeah, natural.
It's not happening. It's not happening. But hopefully, Professor Christopher Oura will be happening, and I'm sure it's been happening over the last 3 days. But just listen to what Dr. Degia said. It seems as this is a workshop that might last months, given the many different issues and elements. And talking about working in separate silos, but in putting all things together, is it towards what, a concerted program of implementation? Because we're very good in the Caribbean, as in other places, at consultations and sitting down together, but it's the implementation that is the issue. What is intended to be the outcome of this 3-day workshop?
We've been doing this now for 2 years, and this is not an easy process. We're really changing the way people think about addressing key health issues, but the time is right now. We have some major health issues that need this multi-sectoral, multidisciplinary approach. Climate change affecting us, severely in the Caribbean. We've got more and more population growth appearing. We've got Zika. We've got all these different things, and if we don't look at these health issues from all the different angles, we're not going to be able to address them properly. So this is not easy. Culturally, not just in the Caribbean, people don't like to get out of their comfort zones. They don't like to get out of their silos. But we're convinced, and the world really is convinced now, that this One Health approach is the way to go. We have to look at these issues from all these different angles, otherwise we're just not going to be able to address them in a focused, proper manner, and they're going to get away from us. And the time is now. We have to do it, because this is
absolutely important. I mean, there's no better time than the present when we're dealing with health issues. But Dr. Degia, today's the final day, but what has come out of the workshop that has actually encouraged you to think that this could be done? Because we tend to produce these monolithic structures with lots of personnel and administration and so on, but it still doesn't translate into a better quality of health service to the people of the Caribbean?
Well, I would say a lot has come out of it in terms of actual implementation because, for example, in Trinidad, the team in Trinidad, because we have national teams that work together to address issues in different countries. In Trinidad, for example, they're looking at the heavy metal content in fish. So they're doing that research right now. In Jamaica, BASI has been working with us. We have been looking at climate change affecting a maroon community in a remote district. They have been having issues with water and accessibility, and because of the work that we have been doing, we have been helping them in terms of getting workshops and training in water quality and monitoring so that they can improve the quality of the remaining water that is in the community. In places like Dominica, they have been working on reducing the cases of anemia in Dominica, in a certain community there. They have been doing backyard gardening, planting iron-rich foods. So in terms of the project, actual implementation has been showing us that working together from different disciplines, bringing your environmental experience, your medical experience, and of course having someone like BASI who can translate our technical language, because you know sometimes we speak and use these terms that nobody understands, but somebody like BASI can actually translate that to the people and bring it to them, and they understand and they embrace that. So it has been, to me, a very, very important experience because it's not just a theoretical exercise as academics like Chris and myself we tend to go through, but it has been very practical, and I think as you see, you will see One Health beginning to do little things at first, but you will see the movement begin to grow as we as professionals learn to work with each other from different disciplines.
And basically, we know knowledge is power, but from your experience, it being able to break down all the fancy technical language to real bread and butter issues, or patty issues, if you prefer, that are people actually responding in a positive way to the health issues?
Definitely. The value that I think, if I will, what I bring to the table is that I find that, for instance, when we went to Guyana, we were working on solid waste management, right? It's a real issue. But when we went into the schools, the kids, once they saw, BASI, and, it really resonates with them. And I think, for me personally, that's the most important thing. I'm not the technical side of it. I don't even have a degree yet, much less a PhD or a master's. But I find fun in taking technical stuff and breaking it down. It's really fun for me to find lines and rhymes and melodies in technical stuff, and that's kind of where I want to go. I want to be able to teach kids the whole syllabus, history, everything, because it can't, before you even learn the letters of the alphabet, you remember the melody. So music is how you teach everyone here how to speak. So the music is very, very powerful, and that's what I try to add to the team.
And before time runs out, and as Professor Oura, what happens after today when it's all wrapped up, the 3-day workshop is concluded? What happens next?
This is the start. This is the start of the process. So we're keeping the momentum going. Obviously, our leaders are now trained and ready to go. And I say that we say this time and time again. Now they've got the armory. They've got what they need to take this forward. So this is the very start now, and the fun is to come when we push this out in the Caribbean and are excited about doing it, because this is a very, very important thing that we're doing, bringing people together.
It's very encouraging to hear. Good to see the energy and the enthusiasm as well of our guests in dealing with these issues, because health is not something that creates a lot of excitement generally, but if you're not healthy, you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy BASI if you can't hear it, if you have other issues and so on. But thanks very much for being with us this morning. Let's hope people really see the value in this particular exercise and see the benefit of the implementation that should follow. We take a quick break as we come towards 7:30 in Trinidad and Tobago, 6:30 Jamaica time. I wonder if they listen to BASI already in Jamaica at 6:30 in the morning. Who knows? We'll be back right after this.